Have you ever had a stranger stop you mid-conversation just to tell you your skin is glowing? That moment isn't just a compliment, it's confirmation that your beauty is shining through in the most natural way. Take Susan, for example, a 71-year-old former nurse. She was never one to fuss with makeup or spend hours in front of a mirror. But what she did do was take care of herself in quiet, consistent ways. Drinking plenty of water, nourishing her body, staying out of the harsh sun, and prioritizing skincare. One day at the farmer's market, a stranger looked at her and said, "I hope my skin looks like yours when I'm your age." That comment struck her deeply. It wasn't about looking young. It was about looking healthy, vibrant, and unapologetically herself. As someone who's worked with women over 60 for years, I can tell you, that kind of beauty doesn't fade with age. It evolves. Healthy skin tells a story. It reflects self-respect, care, and the kind of grace that no product alone can create. If someone has ever complimented your complexion, that's not just about skincare. That's about the life and warmth you radiate from within. Have you ever wondered why some older women walk into a room and instantly turn heads without saying a word? It's often not about flashy clothes or heavy makeup. Sometimes it's as simple and as powerful as their hair. You see, many women worry about gray or silver strands, thinking they need to hide them. But in my experience, that concern is misplaced. Well-maintained hair, whether it's naturally gray, beautifully silver, or color-treated, can be one of the most elegant features a woman has as she ages. It's not about trying to look younger. It's about looking alive, radiant, and in harmony with who you are today. A haircut that flatters your face, hair with movement and shine, and a style that reflects your personality. Those are the things people really notice. And when strangers compliment your hair, it's not just because it looks nice. It's because there's something timeless about your appearance that draws them in. As someone who's worked with women for decades, I can tell you, your hair tells a story. It speaks of care, confidence, and self-respect. And when younger women say, "I hope I look like you when I'm your age," what they're really saying is, you're showing them the beauty of aging with grace. So if you've ever received a compliment on your hair, take it to heart. It means your beauty is being seen, loud and clear. What if I told you that the way you stand could quietly reveal your beauty more than any outfit ever could? Most people underestimate just how much posture influences how attractive you appear, especially as we age. In my experience working with countless women over the years, I've seen this truth again and again. When a woman carries herself with confidence, people take notice. Standing tall, walking with purpose, and moving through the world with grace sends a silent but powerful message. You are self-assured, you take care of yourself, and you're proud of who you are. On the other hand, slouching can unintentionally signal low energy or even self-doubt, no matter how beautiful your features may be. There's something deeply compelling about a woman who walks into a room with poise. She doesn't need to say a word. Her posture speaks for her. Even the simplest outfit, when worn by someone who moves with confidence, becomes extraordinary. It's a kind of beauty that doesn't fade with time. It only grows stronger. So the next time someone compliments the way you carry yourself, know that they're seeing more than just your stance. They're witnessing a lifetime of strength, self-respect, and quiet elegance. Qualities that make you truly magnetic. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed people seem to pay just a little more attention when you speak? Like your words carry weight even before you finished your sentence? That's not a coincidence. That's the quiet power of confidence. And in my experience as someone who's worked with women navigating their later years, I can tell you, it's one of the most magnetic traits you can possess. True beauty after 60 isn't about looking young. It's about presence. When a woman knows who she is, embraces herself fully, and doesn't need to prove anything to anyone, that's the kind of energy people can't help but respect. It's not arrogance, it's self-assurance born from years of living, learning, and growing. And that kind of confidence, it's irresistible. I think of Barbara, a 73-year-old former business owner I once met. She never tried to hide her age or follow trends. Yet everywhere she went, restaurants, social events, even the grocery store, people gravitated toward her. Younger women complimented the way she carried herself. Men of all ages treated her with genuine admiration. It wasn't her clothes or makeup. It was how she moved through the world with quiet grace and unapologetic confidence. When people lean in to hear your thoughts, when they mirror your gestures, when your presence alone earns their respect, that's a clear sign. You're not just attractive, you're deeply influential. Confidence, especially in a woman who has lived fully, shines brighter than any spotlight. And if you've ever been told that people feel calm, inspired, or drawn to you without knowing why, it's because your inner strength is radiating. And that in itself is a rare kind of beauty. Have you ever noticed how some women walk into a room and instantly make it feel warmer without saying a single word? That's not coincidence. It's the quiet power of a naturally warm and charismatic presence. As someone who has spent years observing and working with women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, I can tell you this kind of beauty isn't about perfect features or flawless skin. It's about how people feel when they're around you. True attractiveness in later years isn't about trying to impress. It's about how you make others feel. If people open up to you easily, if strangers seem drawn to you, or if your presence naturally lifts the energy in a room, that's not random. That's your radiance shining through. Take Diane, for example, a 70-year-old retired nurse. She never saw herself as traditionally beautiful, but she had something else, a magnetic kindness. Whether she was at the grocery store or at a dinner party, people gravitated toward her. Cashiers remembered her name. Younger women would say, "I hope I have your energy when I'm older." It wasn't just her smile, it was her ability to make others feel valued, heard, and at ease. Warmth, charisma, and presence are often overlooked, yet they're among the strongest forms of beauty. When you listen with intention, smile genuinely, and carry yourself with calm confidence, people notice. They may not be able to explain why they're drawn to you, but they are. And here's something most people don't realize. As we grow older, this type of presence only gets stronger. It's built from life experience, emotional intelligence, and a deep sense of self. So if people enjoy being around you, if conversations flow easily, or if you've ever been told you light up a room, you're not just kind, you're captivating. Let that sink in for a moment, because this kind of beauty, it doesn't fade, it deepens. Have you ever felt eyes on you, even when you weren't looking for them? It's subtle, a glance that lingers just a second longer, a stranger who smiles before quickly looking away. These moments aren't random, they're quiet proof that your presence still turns heads even if you don't always notice it. As we get older, many women begin to feel invisible, but I'll tell you this as someone who has worked with countless women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. True beauty doesn't disappear with age, it deepens. It's no longer about flawless skin or perfect symmetry. It's about the energy you carry, the grace in your movements, and the quiet confidence that draws people in without you having to say a word. Take Judith, a 68-year-old retired lawyer. She never thought of herself as particularly striking, but she began noticing something. When she walked into a store, people held the door a little longer. Waitstaff seemed more attentive. Even younger women complimented her scarf, her perfume, or the way she carried herself. It took her a while to realize this wasn't just good manners. People were responding to her essence. You see, there's something magnetic about a woman who's truly comfortable in her own skin. She doesn't rush. She doesn't try too hard. And yet, people can't help but notice. Whether it's the elegance in how she moves or the calm confidence in her smile, it's captivating. So if you've ever caught someone stealing a glance at you, don't brush it off. Don't question it. Embrace it. It means your beauty is still speaking, even in silence. And that kind of beauty, it doesn't fade, it evolves. Did you know your beauty doesn't fade with age? It only evolves into something even more captivating. As we grow older, society often makes us feel like beauty is something that fades. But the truth is, beauty in later years is about more than appearance. It's about embracing who you are and celebrating your life experience, your confidence, the way you carry yourself, and the energy you radiate are what truly make you attractive. When people compliment your skin, your hair, or the way you carry yourself, it's proof that your beauty is undeniable. It's not about looking younger. It's about showing the world the strength, wisdom, and grace you've gained over the years. So take a moment to reflect on the signs we've discussed. Which one resonates with you the most? Have you noticed any of these qualities in yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement helps me continue creating content that empowers and uplifts. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.